What's going on here gamers? Today in Thymesia I'm going to be going over how you can beat the Hanged Queen pretty fast and easy. So if you want a few tips on this boss, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back everybody. Today we're in Thymesia, we're facing off against the Hanged Queen, and I'm going to give you a few tips on how to defeat them. As you can see here, they always start off by charging you. You're going to bop out the way, circle round them and try to get to their back area whenever possible. Facing them from the front pretty much often ends up with you getting hit by their claws. If you're able to bop behind them or even behind to the side, it's going to make things much easier. From there, go in with your combo with your sword and then go straight in with your claw in order to take off a big chunk of damage. Whenever they back off, make sure you go in as soon as possible, because this is when they're going to try and get their health back in later situations. As you can see here, I'm getting hit a few times, but it's nothing to worry about. Don't keep any distance whatsoever. Every time they're going to do that grand slam, make sure you bop to the left and get behind them as much as possible. Because of how big they are, it can be a bit of a pain if they're in a certain area or against a tree, so just be mindful of that. But like you can see here, even if you do get hit, you can quite easily go behind them and then heal up whenever you need to. After a little while, their health is going to dwindle down. We've got them quite low as it is, but they will start to do a few things depending on how your strength is and such. One of them will be this right here, where they obviously try to regain all of their health. Whilst they're doing that, you're going to want to hit them as many times with your swords in order to inflict those wounds, and then straight afterwards hit them with your claw effect. If you leave them alone during this, they'll completely regain almost all of their health. So make sure you cover that distance and make sure you've got that extra step in your build. As you can see, not the best run, but it was the first time I beat this boss. Then you go into a nice little animation and you take them down. Honestly, this is probably the easiest boss in the game, so after a while you'll have that down. Just make sure, like I said, you get behind them, keep closing the distance, and probably try to get that combo with your sword, being able to hit them 5 times in a row in order to inflict a bit more damage. It's going to reward you with a forgotten feather, so you can kind of respec if you need to, and you're going to get yourself a nice tasty bit of memory shards. Hopefully that's helped you gamers out. Like I said, you'll probably be able to do this a bit better than myself. This was my first time when I beat them, and as soon as you start powering up, you could probably take them down quite a bit easier and faster. But definitely not the hardest boss, just got to get used to it, don't give them any time, and when they do that long range effect, make sure you're dodging, as well as closing the distance whenever possible. As always, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, take care, I'll see you on the next day.